Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Drams, where some of your favorite whiskey tubers get together to play D&D. We are returning after almost a month hiatus. Not hiatus. Hiatus implies it was unintentional. We were all doing our, holiday stuff, and we did have a one-shot hosted by the talented Adriana, which was very fun. So, excellent job, Adriana.
Thank you.
Yeah. So actually, Adriana, why don't we start off with you tonight? What are you drinking?
Okie doke. Well, for right now, I'm surprisingly drinking Knob Creek, but I'm switching to finishing off some Maker's picks that I have. I feel like weeders go well with the cold, so.
Makes sense. It's funny. Every time
and I
that
play TaLin Creek.
Every time that I think about calling you out for drinking Knob Creek and I choose not to is when you're like, oh, I'm totally drinking Knob Creek. Yeah. But when I actually say something, you're like, oh, well, actually tonight I'm drinking this thing that you wouldn't have possibly. Yeah. Yes.
Starting out 2024 with what I know best.
Nice. So you're playing TaLin Creek, a halfling ranger druid.
Yes.
Do you remember how to use any of your spells?
I barely remember.
I was gonna say, did you ever know
how to spell my name? Do I understand magic at all? No.
I want to flick fire at it. I burn the floor.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. It does damage.
Awesome. And Jason. Hey, Jason. Welcome back. What are you drinking tonight?
Good to be back. I'm drinking my Art of the Spirits barrel pick that we released recently. It's a
nice.
It's a delicious double oaked, and I love the double oaked bourbons. It's perfect for the cold weather. So a lot of dark, rich flavors. I play Alessio Morte, the arcane trickster, rogue, Eladrin, criminal spy, chaotic son of a bitch, and I love him. So we'll see if I could figure out how to use him again. I felt like every time I just get good with fighting with him, we take a break. So.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Well, so actually, we won't do it right this moment, but when we first start out, you actually get to have the very first action today of rolling me a d6, but don't do it now. I'll ask for it in a little bit to see how tonight's going to go.
This is where the snakes pop out, guys. Tie down the hatches.
When we'll get into that in a
number,
moment. So.
It equals snakes.
I'm dying to talk about it, but I'll bite my tongue, and we'll go over to Ed. Oh, actually, real quick, one more thing. I saw a picture of Scott's shelves there, which appear to be all of the barrel releases that you guys have done. I would guess. That was very impressive to see. There's like 200 of them up there. It's incredible.
He's got there's a mix of some of his own stuff on there, but it has mostly become barrel picks. I'm actually working on my own wall downstairs here with I have a shelf of all the picks, but I think it's a cool way to kind of display them. So, but yeah, we just went through the list at the end of the year in 2023. We've done 138 barrel picks.
Wow! In just 2023 or altogether?
Whoa!
Since we started back in 2021.
That's very cool. That's awesome. Well done.
It's a little insane. I don't know if that's well done or I have a problem, but it's insane.
I considering you seem to sell out of almost all of them, I would say you're well done.
Luckily, we only have maybe 4 or 5 bottles out of all of them that are still like hanging around here and there. But
yeah, that's awesome. All right, Ed. Hi, Ed.
Hello. It is I, Ed, who plays Agnomeio Banderas, aka Noro, not so secretly Noro. And I'm actually not drinking right now, so I'm having a big glass of orange juice.
You doing?
No, I'm doing the dry January thing.
Yeah,
doing the dry January thing. Nice.
He's gonna go spike his orange juice by brushing his teeth first. Just
make it spicy.
Yeah. I've been putting forth a solid effort on the dry January thing, more so refining my rules as far as like when I can drink. So it's really just if we're out with people, not even necessarily together, like as a family, or if I'm filming. And I've stuck pretty well with that. So this counts as filming. So
there you go.
Starting daily videos. Starting this month.
Yeah, right. Yes. Output for my channel's never been higher.
Yeah, I would love to do a dry January if not for all the damn barrel picks that happen. But
right.
I make a very, very conscious effort not to drink if at all, between like episodes and stuff like that. Like on the weekend, I'm very rarely drinking, just to kind of keep the palate fresh and make sure I'm not overdoing it. So
For sure. Yeah, it's a concern.
yeah, I'm
We're
45 years old, man. Can't be doing this. That I can't be drinking like that.
All right, so I got 5 more years in me then. All right.
Yes, you do.
All right, Clifton, the youngest of the bunch, I believe, right?
Oh, I drink a hell of a lot. No, but yeah, no, same. Like, I'm not doing full dry January, but I'm also like being more conscious about the days that I'm drinking. So I'm trying to do a couple, 2 to 3 like full dry days every week, and just drinking on streams and weekends and stuff. But tonight I'm drinking. So tonight I'm actually. Oh, y'all talking about the cold weather? Yeah, it's like a chilly 60 degrees here in California. So I'm also drinking a beer. This is a Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. This is the backyard stout from last year. So I don't know the details on it, other than it is stout aged in bourbon barrels with mulberries, boysenberries, and marionberries. So first time having it, so I'm excited for it.
Nice.
Oh,
So-
and I play Knobolas, the half elf warlock.
Yes.
We're all like, oh yeah, and D&D.
Right. I am drinking a beer tonight that I bought specifically for the label and for the name. So let me hold this up. So it's a dude wearing cargo pants playing a gigantic saxophone. So that was whatever. But the name of this beer is 1-800 double double extra extra fruity fruity biggy biggy juicy juicy. That is the name of the beer. And it's
No
a
relation to
That's a heck of a name.
it is
That
a
might be best name, beer name ever. I like it.
it's a
Yeah, that might be
triple
the best name ever.
it's a triple IPA at 10%.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh,
so-
you lost me an IPA.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fair. I can't drink stouts and porters all the time because they just I like them for my first beer, but not going on.
I hear ya.
Yeah, I there was another beer. Is the Mighty Squirrel is a brewery kind of I think near here, and they had a beer called Purple Monkey Dishwasher. Which is an old Simpsons reference, which I friggin' loved when I couldn't. Oh, it was Purple Monkey Dishwasher Peanut Butter Porter. That's what it was. And it was like, can I have the Mighty Squirrel Peanut Butter Porter, or whatever it was. Yeah, the whole name, it was like 10 words long. It was awesome. Okay. So, real quick, I'll just read off our patrons. So those of you that...
As soon as you said okay, I'm like, oh, no, I need to have that
No,
open.
that's okay. I actually didn't hand it over to you because the patron list has changed. We actually have a lot of people checking out the free Patreon. So thank you all to everybody who's checked this out. Unfortunately, if you did join as the free tier in the last, say, like month or something, you probably didn't get very much because I put out stuff, but we haven't been playing this game, so it hasn't been related to that. But anyway, Mike, Steve, EJ, James Taylor, Martin, and David, thank you guys for being patrons. And if you are interested in checking out the Patreon, there is a link to that down in the description. One last thing before we get going here is we have a slightly newer system. We've only done it for one game so far. We're calling it maybe Boons and Banes. So if you send a super chat, you can choose whether you'd like the players to have a boon or a bane. Something along the lines of rolling advantage / disadvantage, or maybe like a little extra plus to their AC. It's something that you donate and I figure out how to make it work in the most hilarious or useful method that we can. So anyway, Jason, I'm going to have you roll now, just to add a little extra suspense before the recap. So I'd like you to roll a d6 for me and then tell me what you rolled.
I don't wanna.
For the podcast listeners, Jason just did the sign of the cross.
All right. So Jason rolled a 2. So in the last game, at the end of the game, I had everybody roll a d6, and TaLin, Agnomeio, and Knobolas all rolled 1s. Alessio, you were one number away from, and I'll even just tell you, the ancient red dragon that is in the volcano area just to your east was going to make a visit to you guys had you rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
And it wouldn't have gone well at all for the skyship or potentially for you guys, it would have been a lot of very
So-
difficult
so it-
rolls.
It was about to be a total party kill.
It like I had it in my head that if you rolled a 1, there was a very real possibility more than one of you might die tonight. So
I've never been so excited rolling a 2 before.
I know. Yeah. That being said, a 2's still not very good, so we'll have to see what happens. There is a gradient of success here.
Now we get a baby dragon that comes and attacks our ship.
Awesome. So out of a 24, you guys rolled a 5. So awesome.
We're doing
All right.
great.
So let's hop into the recap here. When last we saw Snortimer's soldiers, they were aboard the Jewel in the Mountain Crown, still a couple of days out from Erngor Kazurd, and there seems to be something malicious on the ship. The crew and the players are seeing illusions, unable to sleep well, and have had the Chalice of Kings stolen from them. A meeting was held in the galley to discuss what to do and catch everyone up on the situation at hand. Magnus enacted a strict buddy system policy, and Alessio, since you weren't here last week, you went up to the top deck to keep an eye on the navigator TaLin Windrider. Agnomeio and TaLin each formed 2 teams, Team 2 and Team B, to investigate crawl spaces within the walls of the ship. As they left the galley, they saw Pharaoh Rainblossom, the Furbolg druid, and he filled the halls of the ship with water. However, Agnomeio saw through the illusion and charged at Pharaoh, breaking the illusion, but not before TaLin could use her Thunder Wave in a fruitless attempt to protect herself and her team from the water. This had the opposite effect, however, knocking Felicity down a set of stairs. Reaching the crawl spaces, you actually, Ed, I believe you renamed your team to Group Short Round. And the other team, you guys found scratch marks in line with a clawed hand crawling up and down the inside walls of the ship. Meanwhile, Dr. Everhart and Talia encountered another illusion of a soldier and that the doctor was unable to save. This is a long one, sorry. Knobolas realized that these illusions are often of people's deepest fears, and so the remainder of the crew revealed what most scared them. To your recollection, so I re-listened to the episode today, but just if anybody can think of anything that I happen to have missed or that you think is important, because obviously I don't put everything in here.
I only remember a quarter of that, so sounds good to me, bro.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just seeing the chat here, and people are saying that they should have donated to make Jason roll a -1 on his D6 roll.
Too late now.
Everyone just wanted to see a pretty red dragon.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we are going to go back to the living quarters of the Jewel in the Mountains Crown. So at the moment, we have Agnomeio, Alicia, and Alaric are in the northern side of the ship inside of the walls. And TaLin with Felicity and Milo are in the southern part. All right. So why don't you guys tell me what you're doing at the moment? You're exploring. You were kind of heading towards the back of the ship. You're looking to try to see if you could find something, but at the moment you haven't, other than that one illusion that Agnomeio's group saw of Ragnar. Before you had actually, I didn't put this in the recap because it didn't feel important at the time, but at the moment it is. There's quite a bit going on here. So Agnomeio, your group had seen a illusion of Ragnar, and you were testing the illusion, and so you stabbed Ragnar in the stomach, and he began to bleed. At which point you kind of panicked a little bit, and then he disappeared, and you were reassured everybody that it was all your plan and it was all fine. So
yep. That's exactly what happened. That's all part of the plan.
Excellent.
Am I with the group or no?
You are not. You are actually you're in kind of hanging out with the rest of the crew. You decided to
I'm surrounded
stay
by
back.
people and I'm a bit terrified.
You decided to stay back.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start with Agnomeio. Agnomeio, what would you like to do?
So we were moving westward or leftward. I think we're just going to keep doing that.
Sure.
And hopefully eventually meet up with TaLin's group and flush out whatever is living in these walls. So I'm going to just keep inching forward, little bit by little bit. Come on.
Sure. All right. And TaLin, without being able to communicate with Agnomeio's group, what would you be doing?
I mean, I think we'd be doing very similar. I'd be trying to see or hear anything as we crept along that might indicate there's a creature here or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure. All right. Why don't both of you, Agnomeio and TaLin, why don't you both make a perception check for me, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
19.
19.
Not a 19.
TaLin, you've got a 7.
A 7.
Knobolas, actually, I'd like you to make one perception check for me as well, please. Because at this point, they're basically surrounding you from within the walls, and I'm just curious if you can hear movement in the walls that you necessarily wouldn't be able. Well, so you do hear movement, but you aren't entirely sure whether it's something to be worried about or if it's your friends.
So also to clarify, so Agnomeio and I know that each other are in the walls going,
correct.
Trying to meet up kind of thing. But the others don't know that we're even in the walls, right? They just think we left.
They do.
To go explore.
So they know that you guys were heading to go into the crawl spaces. This is something. And forget everybody who's listening in the future who just heard last episode. Forgive the amount of detail that we have to go into just to remind ourselves. So you guys had been talking in the galley, and Felicity explained to you about the presence of the crawl spaces in the walls. And so you guys went out as two separate teams to investigate both sides to see if you could figure out what was going on.
Okay.
All right. So do we hear anything? Knobolas doesn't, but...
So Agnomeio, you rolled perception, correct? Yes. So you don't hear anything, but you do notice that down below you is kind of a long chute that goes almost all the way down to the bottom level, like the lowest lower deck. If you were to slide down this thing, you imagine you'd get quite a bit of speed, even if you were really like, think of the Matrix when they were in the walls behind the bathroom there. Like you could just kind of drop down.
Fall down it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you do notice that there is definitely a way to get down to the lower deck here.
Okay. And does it go upward as well to the upper deck, or it's just going down?
It does not go to the upper deck from here.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I mean, we haven't found anything. We haven't heard anybody fighting. So there's a good chance that whatever it is probably down this chute. The question now is, do I want to go alone? Which Agnomeio kind of sort of does, but at the same time, maybe we ought to let somebody know. I'm gonna knock on the wall and be like, hey, anybody out there?
Sure.
Knobolas.
So Knobolas, I would say you could absolutely hear this. You're close enough. Actually, they seem to be coming from the other side of the armory, which is on the other side of this wall here.
Okay. My first instinct would be like, what the fuck?
They're in the walls.
Ghost, like haunted building. Like I hear something banging on the wall. I'm like, oh shit, it's haunted.
All right.
So I'm gonna tell Knobolas we found a chute going down to the lower decks. Take everybody, or take some people, get down to the lower decks, and then we'll try to see if we can find where the chute leads down into the lower decks. And that way we can figure out where this thing is, or whatever it is, because then we'll have it on both sides. Hopefully we'll surround it, grab it.
This voice is really Agnomeio. Tell me something only Agnomeio would tell me.
I'm really awesome and cool, and I have never done anything stupid in my life.
Yeah, that's him. Let's go,
Well,
guys.
Hey, Knobolas, roll insight. Let's see if you actually do believe this.
Okay.
You've got a little bit of meta knowledge going on here, so this is how we circumvent it.
Oh,
All right. Yes,
26.
absolutely. That's Agnomeio.
Oh yes, that's him. That's him.
All right. So, why don't you guys tell me? And I'm going to switch over to you in a second here, Jason. But why don't you guys tell me Knobolas, what are you doing with this information?
I'm trusting that we're not walking into a death trap. I think we're just gonna since I have pretty much everyone with us, might as well take the whole party down and see what's up.
And I'll tell him that it's located in the aft port side of the ship. That's where to look. That's where to look, because there's got to be some sort of entranceway or, opening.
Or any of the people with us sailors, because aft port means nothing to me.
So aft is the back of the ship, port is the left side of the ship. All right. What are you guys doing about Jason? Is anybody gonna let him know?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Go get Alessio. I need my brother. Right
He's
there.
in the walls too. Sorry.
all right. So let's switch over to Jason at the moment. So Jason, you have been up here on the deck for a little while. You and TaLin Windrider are kind of just conversing or something. He's up on the platform that he is on is raised up 4 or 5 feet. It's at the front of the ship, and he's got a typical wheel like on a ship's wheel, and he's not like much for conversation, but I would imagine neither are you. But you guys talk as necessary. What do you think you'd be doing to kind of spend your time? Yeah,
It's like 2 John Wicks having a conversation.
yes. So are you doing anything else with? Well, so my main question is, so you kind of have to be up here on the deck just to keep an eye on TaLin, as ordered by Magnus, but you don't necessarily have to be like by his side. So is there anything that you'd want to do while you're up here, or are you just kind of hanging out and looking around?
I mean, I'm just kind of hanging out, looking around. I think for Alessio's concern, just what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's more concerned about getting where we got to get safely. So I think I'm just kind of looking and checking the skies for any incoming shitstorms.
Sure.
But knowing, obviously knowing there's something going on in the ship.
Sure. Roll perception for me, please.
Sure. Perception. 9.
All right. So you're up here. Let's say that you're up here for about an hour or so. The first 20 minutes or so, everything seems fine. Go ahead and roll me another perception check. We're going to kind of do this in a set of 3.
Okay. 22.
A 22. So off in the distance, you see among the clouds, there seems to be some movement of something just kind of, or multiple things. It's hard to tell, but something is moving the clouds that is not necessarily wind.
Ooh, great.
It's quite a ways away, but it seems to be getting closer.
Okay. Is it okay? I mean, I basically kind of come behind TaLin a little bit here, and I just kind of tell him, hey, I don't know if TaLin, do you see that up ahead? You probably have better eyes than I do, being, part winged, venomous.
Aarakocra.
Yeah.
Part bird. Yep.
Part bird.
So he says, could you come up here and take the wheel? I'll go check it out.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. All right, so you come up, you take the wheel, and TaLin, he kind of looks off into the distance, and you see him spread his wings, and he actually takes off from the boat, and he starts flying in the direction of the clouds to get a closer look. So he's gonna do that. I'd like you to make one more perception check as the next 5 minutes or so passes, and he hasn't returned.
11.
11. That's a tough one. Let me try something here. I wanna see what I wanna do. So I'm gonna roll. If I had a dice in my hand, this would be a lot less conversational. All right. So you see TaLin Windrider kind of flying back towards the ship extremely quickly, and he's yelling as he's coming, and he's yelling. Sky Serpents! Sky Serpents, go get below deck! Get the crew!
Oh.
And
Okay.
behind him, you see these colossal creature, or a colossal creature. Imagine a gigantic snake thicker than like a tree, slithering gracefully through the air. Its scales are shivering in the light. and the sunlight's kind of reflecting off of it, and its head has these gigantic fangs, like only a couple of them, and the inside of its mouth is lined with almost like crocodile style teeth. So it's very serrated in there, and he's surrounded by a number of these smaller flying snakes, which don't seem to be nearly as imposing, but they are hanging around this thing and don't seem to be getting eaten. What would you like to do before we roll any sort of initiative?
Well, I mean, I definitely run down to the deck and kind of alert everybody, whoever's, want to abide by TaLin's, order.
Mm-hmm.
So I run to at least the stairs and I guess get below deck, and I tell everybody that sea serpents are coming, and I yell, "Sea serpents are coming! Sea serpents are coming! Everybody get down!"
All right. So at this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a couple things into combat here, and then we are going to I would say that because of you alerting people, the fact that you rolled that 22 kind of helped quite a bit. I'm going to have everybody who's not you, Jason, roll a D4. And this is going to be, if they choose to come, this is going to be how many rounds it will take before they get to you.
Oh, God.
Knobolas, you can actually, you can divide your number in half because you're not inside of a wall.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I have a 1.5. Does that
All right, so one will be fine. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. That's not good.
So far, not looking good.
All right. Let's see. So we're gonna have. I'm just
When I
gonna kind
need
of
you guys to roll shitty, you don't.
put you guys up here, and then. So Knobolas, you will be entering on after the first round of attacks. Agnomeio, you're going to be a little ways away. So keep in mind, like, you would know you're kind of wedged in this wall. If you decide that you'd like to do anything different while this battle's going on, that would be okay too. So,
Well, I guess my question is, would it be quicker for me just to drop down the chute and then just try to charge back up the stairs?
Maybe.
That'd be faster. Yes, it would.
I would say probably.
Okay.
But bear in mind that at your own deduction, so I'm not giving anything away, you think that whatever might have been in the walls might be at the bottom of that chute. So you run the risk.
My brother in rapier needs me.
So it's totally
But
up to
does
you
he?
what you'd like to do.
It's snakes. I need everybody.
Is it real?
All right. So I'd like you all to roll initiative. Well, actually, I'm going to have Agnomeio and TaLin. You guys do not need to roll initiative. Knobolas and Alessio, why don't you guys both roll initiative?
From before, the times that we encountered what turned out to be like fake, were we able to like impact it, or?
No, actually, as soon as you hit those illusions in any capacity, you realized that they were illusions. So
Okay.
definitely something to keep in mind. Not giving anything away, but because you asked. Okay, so Knobolas, you rolled a 23, nice, and Alessio, you rolled a 20. Okay, so Knobolas, you are going to end up being directly after Alessio in the turn order, but not until after one round of combat. All right, so let's get into this. So TaLin's going to end up using his full turn to kind of get back over to the helm, and his main goal is to stay on that wheel unless he is in actual mortal danger. Whether anybody else comes up these stairs or not is something that I'll determine when it happens. So up first is going to be the big sky serpent. So he can move 60 feet at a time. So he is not actually able to get fully to the ship yet, but he's on his way, and he's heading directly towards you, Alessio. I'm sorry, he wouldn't actually do that. He'd probably be heading right towards TaLin, so I'll put him over there instead, because he would have been chasing TaLin. All right, up next is one of the flying snakes, going to kind of make a similar type of move, and then I'm going to keep doing these guys as quickly as I can. Everybody's kind of converging on TaLin Windrider. And Alessio, you are up.
Oh boy. Oh god, it's like you don't even know where
Yep.
to start.
I know. I came back from a month and just throw you guys right into combat.
I know.
Gotta be
Right.
snakes.
You
It's
know
gotta
what?
be snakes.
I know we literally said before we started, I gotta remember how to fight, and then you surround the ship with freaking snakes.
And this is why you don't split the party into 3 groups.
That's actually a very good point.
All right, so Alessio, what would you like to do? Surrounding you, just to kind of paint a picture here. So you're on the deck. You're near the stairs. If you were to hide behind them, I'd give you a little additional cover. Like you could dip into them if you wanted to. You have, from what you can see, at least 5 or 6 flying snakes plus the giant sky serpent, which is all seem to be converging on TaLin, which is he's probably about 40 feet away from you.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm quite worried about the small ones yet because I feel like they're gonna follow whatever the big one does.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I want to do, being a sky serpent, I'm obviously not going to get close enough with my blade. I kind of want to stay away for a little bit here. Nobody's lined up enough right just yet to use my javelin of lightning. Real quick, can I use? Let me see here. So I'm wearing my cloak of Elvenkind.
Yep.
Do I have to use an action to put my hood up, or
I would let you do that as a free action while you were kind of running to warn people. You could put that up if you want to.
All right, yeah. So I kind of as I was running, I put my hood up just so I can be a little bit more hidden from these guys. Sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use my short bow. I have an unbreakable arrow. I have one of them.
Okay.
I want to see if I can hit him with one of these. So
interesting.
I'm going to use my short bow. I'm going to target the serpent.
All right. So you. All right. That's all right.
After all, that was a lot of build up for shit.
All right, sorry about that. All right, so Alessio, you take out your short bow, you knock your unbreakable arrow, you take a shot at the sky serpent, and the arrow goes right past him and flies off the ship, never to be seen again. All right, anything else that you'd like to do?
Oh no.
Just pray. That's all.
Just pray. That's a good plan. All right, so Knobolas will skip you this time, but you'll be back in it next time. All right, so up next is one of the flying snakes. Going to start keep converging. Same with this guy. There's multiple of these coming in from all different sides, and 2 more to go. Start thinking about what you'd like to do with your next turn because you'll be up very shortly, Alessio.
Okay.
All right. These will be more fun
Snakes are
when
getting closer.
I can actually attack people. All right, TaLin, that's your first one. What did you end up rolling, TaLin? You were a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So
you have to
TaLin.
clarify. TaLin.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TaLin. I'm very confused.
The other one, can we just call the other one Wind Rider?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
His
There
we
last
go.
name.
I'll call him. I'm going to change his name to Wind Rider. All right, Wind Rider.
What's his last name?
Wind Rider. All right. So TaLin Wind Rider is going to continue to helm this thing, but he's yelling back to you, Alessio. Make sure you keep him off of me, otherwise we're gonna be listing side to side. It'll be a lot harder to fight. All right, the Sky Serpent is up. He is going to actually. He is going directly for Wind Rider actually, and he is going to make an attack against him. Pretty bad attack. So he is going to. He's going to miss actually. Let me make sure that's true. Yes, it is.
Don't
So
forget his 87 claws that he can scratch with.
well, he's got
Multiple
a bite attack and a tail attack as well as something else more fun.
Of course.
So he lashes out with his bite. He misses, but he swipes him with his tail and hits Wind Rider for 16 points of damage. So Wind Rider takes it like a champ. And let's try this. I'm rolling a d20. Okay. He's able to hold on to the wheel and keep things going straight. Okay. Up next is another flying snake. I'll move these two while you do your thing, Alessio.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Steve says roll 1d. He did a super chat, so thank you, Steve. He says roll 1d4, go across the bottom with the player picks. That person takes -5 on their next save. Okay.
Wow.
You got it, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. We really appreciate your super chat. I'm just kidding.
All right, so that's going to be Adriana, Jason, Ed, and Clifton in that order. A D4 is going to be Clifton. So, Clifton, your next save is going to be made with a -5, so please help me remember. Okay. So, a couple of flying snakes do a little bit more movement, and Alessio, you are up. This one's actually going to be heading towards you, because maybe he detects that you have something against snakes.
Yeah.
All right, Alessio, everybody is where they are. Your turn.
I move a little bit more to the middle here, and I aim at the Sky Serpent, and I want to use my my sleep spell enchantment
Okay.
on the Sky Serpent, so Wind Rider can maybe fall asleep for a little bit while maybe I give the guys some time to come up here and help me out.
All right, roll insight for me real quick, Jason.
Insight.
Mhm.
That's a good
Something goes to sleep while it's flying. Does it just crash and burn?
It does.
one. God, I'm rolling like shit. 8.
All right, so an 8. Okay. Sure. Go for it.
Sure what? What does that mean?
That means you rolled an 8.
Okay. All right.
All right. Go ahead and use
let me
your sleep
try it
spell.
here. Sleep spell. That spell. Oh man, am I gonna put Wind Rider to sleep too?
So it's more that you can only use your sleep spell on things within that, and it starts at the total is how many hit points of creatures a spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of the point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. So lowest hit points first. So yeah, if you do that, so it'll be, I'll just tell you, it'll be the Flying Snake and then Wind Rider and then the Sky Serpent. But go ahead and lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious. Blah blah blah. All right. So what do I roll? I think you. Where's the
What do you
thing?
roll?
Roll 5d8.
Thank you. I couldn't find it in here somewhere. So
To see
place.
how many hit points.
Yeah. So roll 5d8, please. It should have rolled that
5?
for you. I'm a little surprised it didn't.
Oh, 5 d8s?
Yep. So just do /roll 5d8. There you go. Or that too. Cool. All right. So up to 31 points of hit points. So the small flying snake, actually, as it's diving towards Wind Rider, it kind of falls out of the sky and it falls asleep and crashes to the ground. So it is asleep.
Cool.
And then
The big
Go
Sky Serpent? Oh no, the little one.
the small
there.
one, the little guy. Wind Rider has too many hit points to have been affected fully by the rest of your sleep spell, and the Sky Serpent is far too many hit points to really be affected. But the Flying Snake was put to sleep.
Okay.
All right, cool. Anything else?
Nope, just pray to God.
All right, Knobolas, you're up. You come screaming up the stairs. You look around and you're seeing Wind Rider being attacked by this gigantic Sky Serpent that's just kind of hovering through the air. And there's a whole bunch of flying snakes, and you immediately look at Alessio because somehow you know this is his fault.
Of course. I'm just gonna like sigh and look at him like, of course, with the snakes. And then I was gonna dash. Okay, there we go. I was looking at my speed. I'm actually just gonna do a regular movement, 30 feet towards Wind Rider.
Okay.
I'm gonna move like right about
Ooh.
there. So but I'm also going to use, of course, my Eldritch Blast. First, this little snake up to the north of me.
Okay.
Get him.
This one right here, I'm going to go ahead and blast him and see what damage does.
All right.
We know they have less than 31, correct?
Yes, definitely. So a 13 will not hit.
No, I'll just go ahead and use my next. I was going to risky whiskey it, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and just use my second blast to see what happens.
Sure. All right. So Knobolas, you run up the stairs, you take a nice tight circle, and you stand there. You rip your shirt open, you blast it with 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first one misses. The second one is definitely going to miss.
I'm gonna risky
Unfortunately.
whiskey it. I mean, this is beer,
Sure.
so I mean, I can chug it.
You
my
drink half.
God.
Oh, it's beer. All right, never mind. Yeah, chug it.
It's beer.
It's like, yeah, that much whiskey would be. That's like 11 o'clock territory. All right, go for it again.
All right.
So your nipple sparks, and you kind of rub it for a second, and you take another shot.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh.
One more try.
And Zophir's given you an attack boon too. So all right, in this case, this one's going to hit.
All right,
So go ahead and
21.
roll your.
I mean, it would have already hit. Does that mean I get 2?
No, that's
because
okay.
we
We'll
had
give you
super
another.
chat?
We'll give you another. You're good. All right, roll damage.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Mm-hmm.
cheers to you, my friend.
All right, so 11 points of damage. All right, so you blast this flying snake out of the sky, and it tumbles to the surface of the ship dead. So very
Did you say
easy.
deck or dead?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So these little guys are very easy to kill.
Okay, so you said I get another shot, right?
No, he said attack boon, so I'm gonna give you advantage on your next attack.
Come on.
All right.
Fine.
Anything else that you'd like to do,
We
Knobolas?
should make the rules of the super chats, but whatever, it's fine.
We could consider that in the future. All right, Knobolas, anything else?
Not at the moment. No, I think we're good. He's not showing dead on my screen. Can you mark him dead so he doesn't get any closer to me?
Yes. There you go. All right.
Let me just check real quick before I end my turn.
Sure.
Bonus action. Okay, I'm gonna put a hex on the big sky dragon dude.
Excellent.
Sky serpent.
Good move. What are you hexing? Which attribute?
Sky serpent, the big one.
Yes, but what attribute?
Oh,
You pick.
shoot. So the choices are like the skills we do checks for, right?
It's like strength, dex, con, and wisdom or charisma.
I would say I don't know if any of this will affect his attacks. He has that tail whip thing, so I would think strength, but I don't know if that would affect it. It doesn't do strength checks very often, right?
It doesn't do strength checks, but doesn't it? It gives a disadvantage on checks, right? Is that what your
I think
hex does?
yeah, it's just checks, so it's like
Okay.
I'll do strength. Just I feel like that's something that I should probably.
Okay, sure. All right, so you have him hexed for strength checks. Okay, excellent. All right, up next is one of the flying snakes. All right, so this one now seeing kind of that stuff is happening. It is going to fly, let's see, towards you, Knobolas. And it is going to, what's the range on this? Because that could make it fun. 30 feet, excellent. All right, so Knobolas, this flying snake is coming up behind you, and it's going to attempt to spit venom at you. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Let's see what that is.
Oh no.
All
Minus
right,
one.
let's see. So.
All right, so you need to do...
Well, it doesn't even matter. I got a 5 minus 5. I got a 0.
That's all right. So you take a -5. Yeah, so you rolled a 0 on that. So you get really really envenomated. So actually,
Oh, no.
I like that.
Like hug the snake.
So you're gonna yeah. So he spits at you from afar, and he's flying off the ground too. He's probably about 10 feet above your head, and he is going to spit down on you, and you're going to take 5 points of acid damage. Should be poison actually, but that's fine. Whatever. Okay. And then he's gonna hang tight. So up next is another flying snake. These are starting to get a little close to you guys. Alessio, this one's going to fly close to you. He is going to make a spit venom attack towards you as well. So roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Dex.
Yeah, he did get off light. I would have happily
It
attacked
could
him
have
with
been
this
way
guy.
worse. So I do.
All right. So you attempt to well double check your moves. I think you can use uncanny dodge in this case because
Yes,
it's
I
a
can.
dexterity. Yeah. And what does that do? That just makes you take half of it.
If I
right?
do get hit, then that's half the damage.
Okay, excellent. So you would have taken 8, so instead you take 4 damage. acid damage. Okay, and then the flying snake's going to hold tight. Up next is another flying snake, and this guy is going to keep flying towards you, Knobolas, and you're going to get another spit of venom towards you.
Something about me just attracts all these snakes. I mean, I don't know what it is.
All right, another dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Join the club.
They take the nips.
You'll get your turn. Oh my god.
What are these rolls? 4.
All right. So you're going to take all 10 points of that damage, acid damage. Okay. And then one more flying snake. This one's actually going to head towards Wind Rider, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to take another venom attack. And Wind Rider is going to make a dex save. Boom, boom, boom. Normal. And he's going to succeed. So he's not going to take any... he's going to take half damage, so he'll take 3.
God, he's flying the damn boat.
Yeah, right. But he got hit again. 1d20. What I'm doing here is I'm rolling a d20, and if it's 5 or below, he's going to have a problem steering the ship, which will be also fun to determine. All right, so TaLin, I believe this is your last turn out of combat. Am I correct? I think it was 3. So we are now...
I'm 3. So
all right.
this is
I've only moved
so
once.
should I roll for initiative?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. That makes sense.
No, you don't need to roll.
Okay.
Okay, so Wind Rider, he's kind of actually... What would he do at this point? He's being attacked. He's not going to just kind of do nothing. So he's going to at least lash out at the Sky Serpent with his beak and his talons. He has a multi-attack, so he's going to do... he is going to hit for 4 with his beak, and then talons he's going to hit as well for another 10. So he's going to do 14 points of damage as he kind of lashes out at this thing. Not super happy. Okay, Sky Serpent is up next. So the Sky Serpent, let's see. You've only hexed him. He hasn't really done anything more. So I think he's going to keep attacking Wind Rider. He's going to make a bite attack at him, which will miss. And then he's going to make a tail attack, which will hit for 12.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys actually... I just remembered something, which is good because it hasn't come up yet, but I'm glad I didn't forget. All right, so the Sky Serpent's going to use the rest of his turn to move just a little bit. He's not moving out of range, but he's moving just a tad. He's got a 10-foot range on his attack. All right, so the Flying Snake here, this one is... Sorry, I can't find which one this is. It is... What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's going to see if it gets its venom... Oh, no, it has its venom. Lots of flying snakes. This one is going to now head over to you, Knobolas, instead. He's going to take a venom spit at you. And TaLin is also going to get... make a dex save for me, please.
Wind Rider... 3.
Me?
Yeah, Wind Rider is going to make a opportunity attack against... no, he was up too high, so never mind. Dealing with height is a thing. All right, a 9, so you do not succeed, so you take 3 points of acid damage. All right, and Alessio, you're up.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yes. All the snakes are converging.
I know. Man, which
Thank
one
you,
do I
Steve.
go after?
Oh, Steve, first member. Nice. What do we get for? What does he get for that?
Well, so Steve joined as a member, and he also just gifted a membership to Daniel Ortega.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
thank you guys
Very
both.
generous.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move down a little bit here, get in between,
Mhm.
and then starting with, so if you're looking at the screen, the one to my right,
Yep, I see what you're
there's a
doing.
small one. Yeah, then there's a small one above him, and then the Sky Serpent. I'm going to pray to God actually roll a good roll here and use my javelin. Blast.
All right.
All right, here we go. Javelin and lightning. So
All right, Javelin of Lightning. Javelin
Here
of
we
lightning.
go. Please roll good. 16.
A 16. So you will hit the flying snakes, but you wouldn't hit the sky serpent. So I'll give you an opportunity if you choose to risky whiskey. It's up to you.
Wait a second. If I risky whiskey, do the little snakes still live? And if it's a bad roll?
So, oh, I see what you're saying. Well, that's I'm trying to remember how
with a
Yeah.
16 does it kill the two little dudes?
it will kill them unless, like, right now you're not going to hit the sky serpent, but you'll kill the two flying snakes.
Okay.
Without a risky whiskey?
Correct.
Now if I
Sounds
risky
pretty
whiskey it and roll worse, everybody lives.
Yep. Well,
Oof. I would say kill the sky snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It all-
I'm staying with what I'm saying. I'm killing the
Okay.
two little guys so they get out of here. Yep.
Excellent. All right, cool. So you pull out your lightning javelin and you throw it towards the sky serpent. I won't even make you roll. Well, go ahead and roll damage because it's fun too.
See if they just vaporize.
Yeah.
That's 7.
All right, cool. So both flying snakes vaporize. So I'll just knock them right out of the sky here. And the sky serpent, it kind of deflects off the second flying snake and kind of shoots off the end of the boat, but you don't have to worry about it. The lightning javelin comes back to you.
Nice.
Whether it actually does or not, that's just how I like to play it, because who the hell wants to go chase a javelin?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. So you managed to kill 2 of these flying snakes. Anything else?
All right. I kind of just use. Let's see here. Now I got to remember my bonus actions here.
I think your only bonus action is your Misty Step.
Yeah, that's it. I don't really
No,
need to
actually, you have 3 new ones. You have Dragon's Breath, Misty Step, and Shadow Blade.
How come I don't see them? How come I don't see them listed under bonus action? Are they
I'm
in
not
spellbook?
They're under
that's right.
Spellbook. Yep.
That's right. Got it.
All right. So read through those while we take Knobolas'
Oh,
turn.
yeah,
If there's
yeah,
something
go
that
ahead,
you'd
I'll
like to
read
do,
through
then
them.
that's fine. All right, Knobolas, you're
Yeah.
up, and you do have advantage on your first attack.
All right, I would like to Eldritch Blast our friend the Sky Serpent right
All right. Oh, good. You're going to have his attention.
now. Oh, wow.
Yay.
Did I just select myself? Hold on. I messed that up last time. All right, here we go. All right, so I have advantage, right?
Correct. Yep.
Oop. Oh, 15?
A 15 will not hit.
Oh my god.
He has a 17 AC.
All right, well, let's try my second shot at him.
All right.
Do I get advantage on that as well?
On what? Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that one. That's fine. I would hate for Zophyr to have wasted his money. All right.
26.
26 will definitely help. And you're going to do an additional d6 of damage, necrotic damage, because of your hex. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Thank you for that reminder.
No problem.
So
All right.
9 plus 6.
Yep. So, well, plus d6. So you can. Yep.
Sorry.
So you can roll that. Cool. So you have now gotten the Sky Serpent's attention. I think that was your first, or that was your second attack, correct? Yep.
On him. No, first attack on him. But
First attack on him. Okay. That hit or to? I'm sorry.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that was my
Yep.
second attack. Yeah.
You're good. All right. Blast him with your other nipple.
But yeah, I'm definitely blasting with the nipple. But I'm gonna push him a bit because how much can I push? Let's.
I think it's 20 feet, right? Or 10 feet?
Oh wait, where do I find that info? It's been so long, I forgot.
It's yeah, I know. Jeez. It is under features most likely. Dark ones.
Yes, I'm looking now.
Eldritch Invocation, Repelling Blast is
There we go.
something. 10 feet away. Cool.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna blast him 10 feet to that one.
Yeah. If this is anybody's first game that you're tuning into, we're normally a lot more collected than this. Only like slightly, but like, yeah, it's been a while.
A bit more.
Yeah. So I'm gonna blast him off the stairs, and I'm gonna try to. I can't quite.
So he is hovering in the air quite like a bit. He
Okay.
He's probably where he is right now, hovering above the stairs. He's probably 15 feet up. When he was above Wind Rider, he was about 10 feet up.
Can I still push him like 10 feet?
Absolutely.
That way towards the bow.
So I already did, because I assumed that's what you wanted.
Oh, did you already?
I did, because you blasted him that way, so I pushed him. So.
Oh, I didn't notice he moved. Dang it.
That's okay.
Okay, I don't want to get too close to him. Oof. Okay. I'm trying to make my way up these stairs. If you can't realize that already.
You have another nipple blast.
Do I? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's give that a try then.
Sure.
The secret third nipple.
That comes in a couple more levels. So.
We'll see. Okay, well, let's go and do that then.
I'm very excited for that.
Good to know. Let's go ahead and go for it.
To make for some weird artwork.
Still with advantage or no?
No advantage on this one. Good try, though. Oh, it was a 1 for a second.
24. Okay.
24 will definitely hit. Yep. Roll damage. Woo!
15.
Ooh.
There you go.
There you go.
Plus a d6.
Excellent. So 15 damage. Nice. Plus
So
another
plus
6
so
damage.
What is that? 21?
Yep. Excellent. Cool. All right.
I'd like
So
to
this.
push him another 10 feet, please.
Excellent. All right, so you push him back another 10 feet. You actually blast some of the scales off this thing, and it's exposing the kind of like the underbelly of this sky serpent. It starts coiling around in the air, and it's looking directly at you now.
All right, I'm going to run right here.
Excellent. All right, so we did just get another super chat from David. So he wants me to roll another d4, and that person, roll 1d4, gets an additional risky whiskey, which is also going to be Clifton.
Hey, David's my man. Steve is not.
It all worked out.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you, David.
I like what the chat is doing by making up their own boons and banes. I totally,
that's amazing. That's so
I
fun.
love that. I think that's a good idea. Unless it gets too crazy, I'll probably go with it. So excellent.
Let's say like Booker dies. And they're like, whoa,
Yeah,
too far.
$100. Booker dies.
Unacceptable.
Well,
It's gonna take more.
and then boon, cast a resurrection spell on Booker. Yes. All right. Anyway, so up next is going to be another flying snake. So this one is going to be the one to your left, Alessio. So he's going to roll to see if he gets his venom spit back, and he does. So he is going to spit some venom at you. Is he about 30? Yeah. So he's going to move just a little bit closer because he's still hovering. So he's going to be about 15 feet away from you, but maybe about 10 feet up. So he's going to
Dex throw.
dexterity saving throw. Yep.
Oh, come on. Jesus Christ.
All right. So if you use your uncanny dodge, you'll take 5 damage. So you don't have to use it. That takes your reaction just so you can keep that.
No, I mean, I'll use it. I don't want to start getting freaking venomized.
Sure. I don't want to ever make a call for you. Well, I kind of do, but I won't. All right. So Knobolas, this other flying snake is going to come soaring towards you. It does not get its venom spit back, so instead it's going to dive bomb towards you and try to bite you. And it's going to miss. So it kind of tries to bite at your arm, or it tries to bite your nipple and doesn't succeed. And
Oh man.
it starts to fly past you, but at the moment it's in front of you and slightly to the left as it's flying past. All right, last flying snake before TaLin gets a chance to be part of the fun. This one is going to see if it gets its charge back. It does not. So this one's also going to make a dive bomb attack towards you, Knobolas. See if it can bite you. I don't actually think any of these are capable of biting you guys. They'd have to roll pretty good.
They're literally the most puny snakes I've ever seen.
They are. They're little baby sky serpents. All right. So he's going to keep kind of going, and TaLin, you're up.
Are we killing a mama and her snakes?
Oh, this is what the
anymore while we're hanging out with
this is
her.
what the sky snake looks like. And then
Oh, she's kind of
That's
cute.
pretty terrifying.
What's that on the back end of her?
just stuff. And then this is the Sky Serpent. So
Oh.
he's quite a bit bigger.
Oh.
Oh, that's badass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right, so TaLin, welcome to
Snakes are cute.
welcome to the party. You come. You're kind of a little scratched up from being in the wood. You got some splinters in your armor, and you come charging up the stairs. What would you like to do?
So, did anybody else hear the call? Like, because Booker was with like a group of just ship people.
So, the ship people are
Did he
doing
just ignore
something else at the moment that you guys don't necessarily know about.
That sounds like such a non-answer because I was with the ship people and they were totally with me, but it's fine.
This game is about you guys.
Yeah, but like, would Booker have stayed with them
Oh, I
when
mean,
he
Booker
heard the call?
Booker could absolutely be with you.
Would have come
Yes. Yep. Because Booker cares about you,
think
not
Booker would have
there.
come
He
up.
is.
Yeah, thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
I want my Booker because I can jump
In
on
fact,
his back and
that's
I
actually how you got up here so fast. Yes, you jumped on his back and rode him up the stairs.
Beautiful. That's what I thought. So I'm on top of Booker riding him. Okay, which means as I approached, I saw, this, like, the last little bit, and I see that the Sky Serpent is damaged. So it seems apparently real. So we're gonna ride a little bit further, like closer to the Sky Serpent.
Sure.
Boop-a-doo. So that we're within range. Maybe to here.
Mhm.
And okay, we have to go a little bit closer. But we're gonna use Thunderwave to try and keep pushing him back. Also, hopefully, do some damage.
Okay. Well, so keep in mind that if you do Thunderwave where you are right now, you're gonna knock Knobolas. But you'll also what's the
So I was
range?
trying to figure out.
What's the range on Thunderwave? Is it a sphere around you?
It's 15 feet sphere or cube.
A
that's it.
15-foot
And it
cube.
pushes them
Okay,
back.
so this surrounds you entirely. So where you are right now, you will actually hit both of the flying snakes, but you would not hit the Sky Serpent. I guess.
How
well,
much do you have to touch the?
No, that's fine.
I'm on Booker.
You
so
were you were doing it
that's
from
15
Booker.
feet.
That's totally fine. Yep. Sorry, I was looking at Booker, not at you.
Yep.
You're good.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll hit two flying
okay.
snakes, Sky Serpent, and Knobolas.
What?
Okay, Knobolas. I'm yelling, Knobolas, hold on. You're on the stairs, so you've got the railing to hold on to.
Can I get advantage on like not being affected?
Yeah, because I gave him a heads up, and he's got a railing to hold on to.
Just cast your spell.
Oh, I forgot. I don't understand how these work. These so it's a saving throw, DC
right.
saving throw of 13.
All right.
Constitution.
So
Sorry.
I'll do the Sky Serpent
Constitution
first.
saving throw.
He rolls a 22, so he's good. Con saving throw for the lower snake. Knobolas, you should roll a con saving throw while you're just kind of hanging out. All right, so the lower sky snake rolled a 2, and the upper sky snake rolled a 19. So the lower sky snake, what's the situation? He takes all the damage?
So he takes, I think, 3d8
Alright.
damage.
Cool. All right, so roll your damage. And Knobolas,
I don't actually own 3d8s.
Knobolas rolled a 10. Okay.
I like that this keeps happening.
I know. I was thinking, as soon as she said it, I was
He
just
doesn't
like,
get advantage?
funny. No, not at all. So Knobolas, you're going to take 13 points of damage and get pushed 10 feet up the stairs.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
The lower
Damn.
Yeah, I helped you go up the stairs.
the lower snake is
No,
going to die.
Don't try to defend yourself.
The lower snake is going to die outright, and the upper snake is actually going to die as well, just barely. The Sky Serpent is going to take half damage because he succeeded. So he's going to take 7 points of damage. And
I want some video games where like characters like lose their like heart level for you, like how much you love them.
Right.
My tolerance level is a little decrease.
And the Sky Serpent's
Yeah,
also going to
no,
get pushed
that's
back
fair.
about 10 feet. All right.
Okay.
Good job, TaLin.
Just trying to see. Let's see if I have any useful bonus actions.
I know. Just run in there and blow up.
How many times can
Yeah, it's little suicide bombs.
Hey,
All right. Yes.
I mean, Knobolas would know this, but if you ever need it, I have a healing word. To help make up for that.
I can
Sure.
use that right about now. But
Anything else, TaLin?
Okay, that's my bonus action, so I can throw that out there.
All right.
Wait, what is it?
You can
a
use your
healing word. I
healing
just,
word
like,
as bonus
yell.
action. Yep.
Okay, like I'm not
Feel
like
better.
dying, but like I'm feeling a little like 70% of my health. So
TaLin, are you doing anything else with your turn?
Yeah. I was just going to do the bonus action of yelling the healing word at
Go for it.
Knobolas. It's only
All right.
1d4 plus spellcasting.
what is the healing word?
Hey, Agnomeio. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
If you roll a 10 or above, you get to enter the fight
Get
this
better.
round.
I do not.
I tried. A 1. Oh, no, a
What's your
2.
spellcasting modifier?
Do I just gain a 1?
All right. We'll continue here. So Wind Rider, he's good at the moment.
Wait, hold on, Bill. Wait.
Well, you guys can figure out your healing while I'm doing this.
I'll try to help.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
I'll let you know as soon as I know.
So you just did a healing word. It's your bonus action, and it's a very it's a cantrip, right?
It's no, it's an actual spell. It just says plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
So let me back you up then instead. So you can't do 2 leveled spells in the same turn. You could do a leveled spell and a cantrip in the same turn. That's one of the suck parts about being a spellcaster. So just give yourself back the. I'm guessing it's first level.
Yeah.
I'll give you back the spell. So you're good now, but you can't do that with your. You can't do.
Oh, even though it's an
My heart-
action and a bonus. Okay.
My heart level raises a bit because you tried.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
tried. Sorry.
Not
much.
that's something because we don't really have spellcasters. It's something that would have come up in like the absolute first game, but Knobolas doesn't use his spells very often. So,
Hey.
well, no, I mean you Eldritch Blast like a good warlock.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. All right, Sky Serpent time. All right, so seeing you as a bit of a threat now, TaLin, and everybody's kind of clumped up a little bit. This Sky Serpent is going to move just a little closer, and it's going to use its Sonic Scream against you, which is a move it has not yet used. So in a cone of 15 feet, which I can hit both Knobolas and TaLin.
Oh
That's a
my
lot of
God,
dice.
who knows?
Right.
I hope that's not
so-
damage. I hope
so-
that's not damage.
TaLin and Knobolas, both of you please make a Constitution saving throw. So if you roll... Well, let's just see what you roll. All right, so both of you fail, so you both take 51 points of thunder damage.
Bill.
Oh,
Jesus.
Are they
Christ.
dead now? What the fuck?
No, I don't think so. Knobolas is
barely.
close. All right, and then the Sky
I'm-
Serpent's
Oh
going to
my
use the
God.
rest of its it's going to use its movement here to kind of go off the ship a bit because it doesn't want to be right next to anybody. So it's going to move there, and then it's going to move there. Yay. All right, Alessio, you're up. Yay.
So wait, why
Big
is the Sky
bada boom.
Serpent back? Why is the Sky Serpent back where he is?
Well, because he just used his big move, and he's feeling a little bit vulnerable, so he's getting not directly in the face of people that can hurt it.
And I have absolutely nothing that could hit him over there.
You got a short bow.
Oh yeah, that went well last time. All right, I guess I'll use. I guess I'll. What's my? Do I have a 30 feet thing?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. All right, so I'll move here a little closer. Since he's vulnerable,
Yep.
I will.
Not mechanically. He's just it's more of like a natural instinct. He's feeling like I just used my big thing. I don't want to be in the face of people. I don't want you to misinterpret the vulnerability.
So I wouldn't get advantage on anything.
Nope.
All right then. Yeah, let me. I'll try my short bow again. I'll try to get him at a distance here.
Sure.
Attack. Oh, I need to switch back to my regular arrows. There we go. Okay, attack. And 23.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So 23 will definitely hit. Roll damage.
Damage. 7.
7 points of damage. All right, cool. So you you notice the arrow's actually still sticking in the Sky Serpent as it kind of slithers around in the air. But he's doing okay. He's doing just fine. You'll get plenty of turn, Agnomeio. No worries. Although you've killed its little babies, it might not be very excited about that. All right, anything else, Alessio?
I felt bad about that for a little bit.
I'm going to, let's see, who's over here? Not really near anybody. No, nothing else.
All right. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was reading something. All right, up next, Knobolas. You are bleeding profusely. Actually, your ears are ringing, and you feel some blood kind of trickling down your cheeks. Your insides feel like they've been shooken up, and you're currently, kind of pushing yourself up from the stairs. What would you like to do?
Hey, TaLin, about that spell you had. Kind of need it. Please.
Womp womp.
I'll be doing that for sure on the next go.
I mean, for those who don't know, like I'm real close to being dead. I'm gonna go ahead and use my potion of healing.
Okay.
Just to kind of help a little bit. It says against 2d4 plus 2 hit.
Okay.
Let's see.
So timeout. Well, you can roll your stuff. That's fine. So the way that we do this in here, it's been a while. If you want to use your entire action, you can take the entire healing. If you want to use it as a bonus action, then you can do whatever you just rolled.
So whatever I just rolled, which was the 5.
5, yeah. So basically, you could either get a 10 or a 5, depending on if you want to use your entire action to drink it, or if you want to still take
well,
turn.
it's great to know that's a bonus action. Good to know.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick with my mission that I was doing, which feels pointless now because I'm almost freaking dead. I would like to walk up to Windrider and join him by his side.
Okay.
And then I wanted to use I was going to use my innate magic to do a mage armor around him. That would give him an AC boost 13 plus.
Okay. Excellent.
So
13, you said?
Yeah, so it says the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier.
Okay. So it's going to be a 17. Excellent. So I will... Yep, so he's got mage armor. Cool. Nice. All right, so Windrider...
All for you, Windrider.
Or she, actually. I'm sorry. Windrider's actually a female. I've been saying...
She?
Yeah, because TaLin, so...
Okay, I thought it was a he. So never mind. Let me undo everything. I'm just kidding.
Right? Yeah, I ain't helping her.
Knobolas loves everyone. So
yes.
Yeah.
Knobolas is like another player has entered the field. How you doing, baby?
I think that's all I can do. Oh my gosh, TaLin, please help. Intern.
All right.
I'm still like, wait, which one?
So
Got it.
There is now another flying snake, or it's one of the existing flying snakes. I'm actually deleting them as they die. So there's only one flying snake and the Sky Serpent left at this point. And this flying snake is going to, let's see if it gets its venom back. It does not. That's too bad. It's going to rush towards you, Alessio. Whoops. And it's going to make a bite attack at you. And a 17. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, my thing's a 16.
Okay. So it does 11 points of damage. So it's
do
one.
I have to do the dexterity thing?
It's not a dexterity saving throw. He just latches onto you and he injects you with poison.
I can't even do my uncanny dodge.
Not in this case, no, because it's not a saving throw.
I knew I should have killed that little shit.
It was actually the one you ran away from, so it's kind of fitting. But he is now currently like latched onto your arm, and every time that it takes a turn, it could either choose to continue to attack you with venom, or it can let go. So we'll see what it does. TaLin, you're up. TaLin, not Talon. All the talls, all the ins.
It's so confusing. So anyways, I have good berries, which are more useful, I think, than because in the one thing I can have up to 10.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I throw 5 at actually I'll throw 8 at Knobolas, and I'm eating 2 of them myself. So that's 8 points for you, Knobolas.
Thank you.
That is
You
my action.
this.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Well, not all of it.
That's pretty fair.
I'm just working here for all
and
of it. It all happened in
I
one
see
turn.
any-
Like I'm like, what the heck?
Right.
All right, what are you up to, TaLin?
So pretty much all the tiny snakes are dealt with?
There's one attached to Alessio, and then there's the giant sky serpent.
Alessio, are you like really struggling with that one?
I mean, he just attached to my arm, so yeah, a little help would be nice. If you want to attack the big
okay.
serpent, though, I understand.
Well, I was thinking about like, oh, that was my action. Well, basically, I'll move over closer to you so that I can help you out the next round.
All right.
So, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so you used was your spell a bonus action? The healing one that you did, or
Good
no, you
berry
did good berry as an action.
Is an actual action. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, Agnomeio, you have entered the fray.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Well,
so you.
I am going
yes.
to heroically run on up, and I am going to slice this stupid snake off of my brother.
Wonderful. And I will actually give you advantage because this snake did not see you coming. You came out of nowhere, so go for it. Slice with advantage.
Okay. Yay!
I don't even. So you I don't know. Tell me how you. So this thing's hanging onto Alessio's arm. Its fangs are in his arm. What are you doing to kill it?
I'm thinking I'm like sweeping down on it, and before the blade even touches it, it's like turning to ash around the blade. Like it's so hot, it's just burning away.
Nice, Alessio. You get a little bit of a little on your arm, but you know, from the heat.
Yeah, it's like he's like cuts his head. He cuts him in half, and his head's just hanging off my arm. I'm like, okay, bye bye.
Toss it off the ship.
Cauterizes the wound as it goes by.
Awesome. All right. What else would you like to do?
Well, then, so that was one attack. I think I'm going to turn around 65 feet. Okay, I could. Well, no, I will unequip my Pyroxis, and I will equip my crossbow.
Okay.
Ready for some shooting next turn. Oh, and I could move up to. I'm gonna go taunt. I'm gonna go taunt this big old sky chicken.
Nice.
Have at thee, you giant white dildo.
Hey, that's my nickname.
And then with that, I will end my turn.
Excellent. So I did just turn off the stuff that I think was causing you guys problems, for what it's worth.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. And up next is Windrider, who he looks at you, Knobolas, and he says, or she says, sorry. She says, thank you for that. Get back into the fight, though. I've got this here. Up next is the Sky Serpent.
Damn. Okay.
Well, no, she was appreciative.
Okay,
But
so what you said, I was like...
no, she's more just being like there's bigger things. Don't worry about me. I've got this. So, the Sky Serpent does not recharge its sonic scream, which makes me a sad panda.
Yay!
Okay, but seeing the new member enter the fray, let's see how far you are. Oh, good, you're within range. So the Sky Serpent's gonna dive down towards you, Agnomeio. It's gonna make a bite attack towards you.
Okay.
So it's going to be almost level with you, probably about 5 feet above you. It's gonna make a bite attack. 18.
Will not hit.
Damn it.
Wow.
That makes me
and
sad.
I will riposte in the spot.
Riposte. Excellent.
Yes, so I get to make a melee attack. Let's see if it works this time.
Anybody want to boon the Sky Serpent?
No.
No.
Oh, there we go. I just had to
You
click it
may know.
again.
I've
There we
never not asked for super chats.
22.
Right.
Oh, the bite will be wonderful. All right, so 22 will hit, definitely. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I do how much? 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Okay.
6 of it fire, if that matters.
All right. So it kind of like lashes in with its teeth, and it misses, and you stab it with your pyroxis, and it comes back and it whips you with its tail, getting a natural 20, critical hit for 16, which is not terrible.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Tis but a scratch.
And it's gonna it's gonna use the rest of its movement, which is about 20 feet, to move back over here.
Come on, you freaking puss.
And I believe does your riposte use reaction or no?
I believe it does.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna get away from you without opportunity attack. All right, Alessio, you're up. It is on the edge of the boat. Like, you guys could get it if you were standing on the side of the boat. Whether that's smart is up to you.
Does our height matter for that?
So it had to dive down actually to get Agnomeio, so it would be pretty much ground level with you guys. So height in this case is not a concern.
All right, well, I want to while he's there on the edge, I'm going to use my Thunder Wave attack on him.
Okay. So Thunder Wave. So this is very similar to what, or actually probably the same thing as what TaLin just did. So
It's the same.
just thinking this through, so it's a flying creature. You might move it back, but like do whatever you want. But it's a flying creature that you could move back. Never mind, you did it. All right, let's go ahead and roll.
But it does
Wait,
do
no,
3d damage.
I didn't do it.
You clicked
Did I
on
do it?
Thunder Wave. If you want to take it back, that's fine. Because this would be something that you've learned how to do and you would understand. Like, this is meant to kind of push creatures back from you. To potentially even like throwing them off a cliff or something. But because it's a Sky Serpent, if you want to do that, go for it.
He's kind of a flying creature. I get it.
Yeah. This is just stuff that would, like, I'm not trying to help too much. It's more just this would make sense.
Yeah, I get you. Oh man, I don't know if I want
That's
to.
literally my highest damage
I don't know if I
thing.
want to. I don't know
Why
if I
are you
want to get
guessing?
close to him either.
So while you're making your decision, I want to show the chat. So this weekend I bought the piggyback from Whistle Pig, and it came with a head that you could put into the bottle to pour out of the pig's head. So it's like a Snortimer.
Pretty cute.
Kind of looks like a cow, actually.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Cow pig.
All right, I'm going to. All right, forget the Thunder Wave. I'm going to run up here like an idiot, and I'm going to use. I'm going to try to hit it with Rhyme Guy's Glacial Sting.
Nice. Excellent. All right, go for it.
All right.
And I'll give you back your spell that I think it probably. Yeah. Cool.
Oh God! Please be a good roll. Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, you have a risky whiskey, don't you?
You still have a risky whiskey.
I've not used
Yeah.
it yet.
Risky
All
whiskey.
right, go for it. Risky
I
whiskey.
cannot freaking roll tonight.
I know
This
your
is
rolls have been
terrible.
like particularly bad
Fucking
tonight.
Terrible.
You should be ashamed.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely ashamed. Here we go. Now I'm gonna roll a 2. Here it comes.
All right.
There you go.
19.
Much better.
19.
All right, that deserves a fresh pop. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh, that was,
All
a good, that,
Ooh.
was, that was a good
That's a
one.
great one.
A little bit
Fresh-
of bounce in that too. That was hot.
Yeah, I put it like
Yeah.
right on the microphone. All right, 19 will definitely hit for 18 damage. Excellent.
Nice.
All right. Sky Serpent's starting to look a little bit injured. And you see it's kind of spiraling around itself a little bit more than it was previously. Almost like in a defensive position, trying to cover its head like in the middle of its body, sticking it out the top. Okay.
I do want to use my my bonus action here. I would like to use my Misty Step to get away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just actually going to go. Let's see. I'm going to go. Gonna go that way. I'm gonna go over here. Okay.
All right. And just to note, if you don't end up using that additional risky whiskey, Clifton, I'll let that roll over to the next game because I think that's fair.
Nice, thank you.
But I also think it's like you should use it if you want to. All right.
Oh
cool.
yeah, trust me, I will.
Especially because you're almost dead. Knobolas, you're up.
Wow, thanks for the words of encouragement, Bill.
Hey, do me a favor. Go stand over
I'm
with
usually
everybody else. That'll be
different.
really
I don't know if
cool.
I've actually used this move in this game, so let's go ahead and see what happens.
All right. Sorry.
I
What do
actually
you?
use my Toll the Dead cantrip.
Okay.
So that says I can point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of Dolores bells fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed in a Wisdom saving throw of 1d8, succeed in one Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 of necrotic damage. If they fail,
1d12.
This is a lot of words. Sorry.
That's all right.
If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage. And because I am level 5 and above, it actually takes 2d12s of necrotic damage. So
Nice.
it has to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Awesome. Okay. So wisdom saving throw. What's the range on that? 60 feet. I think you're.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
I'm within.
Okay,
within
cool.
it.
All right. So wisdom saving throw. Ooh, he's not great at wisdom. Let's see. Don't want to give you false hope because I tend to roll well. 17.
17. It's actually 19.
19?
So he actually
Ooh.
did not.
Excellent. So go ahead and roll damage. Ah.
Hey, what is it? I can't even.
Wait,
it didn't show up.
No, you didn't roll the right. Hold on. It looked like you rolled d8s.
I definitely rolled something. It
So
says damage versatile saving throw. What?
So do roll 2d12s.
Yeah, I was gonna say that definitely like something weird went with the algorithm there.
Yep.
Let's do that again.
And TaLin, you're on deck. All right, 16 points of damage.
16.
Okay. You see Yep.
Plus 6 for the
The hex. Yep.
Oh,
Excellent.
plus 1d6. Sorry.
Oh,
for that.
yeah. All right, go ahead and
Six.
roll me a 6. right.
3. So 19 damage.
All right. Excellent. So it's looking really hurt at this point. You can see some of its scales are missing. It's starting to bleed out of the corner of its mouth a little bit. Actually, one of its fangs is broken. It's looking real hurt. All right. Anything else, Knobolas?
Oh, that's it.
All right. TaLin, you're up.
Okay. So I am coming up closer to it on the right. I'm probably going to do something wrong because it involves freaking magic. And magic sucks. Is what I've discovered. So I will never be a that is one thing I know.
I'd like to
okay.
purify some food and drink, please.
Like,
How would that work?
like, why can I can science, but no magic.
Because the snake is made of food. So-
It is, technically.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to try and use, Ensnaring Strike.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good choice.
First level spell.
Uh-huh.
And then basically if I hit, I guess, then it will do a DC with my actual attack. So,
Yep.
and with my actual attack, now that I'm up, I meant to be up here. Right next to it, I'm going to try and stab it with the little blade that's on the Yuan-Ti bow.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just more fun to me than using range.
Sure.
Probably stupid, but boop.
All right, cool. So I just read through this. I'd like to believe that if you restrain it, this sky serpent's going to have a real hard... Well, it does hover, but I think it's going to have a hard time staying in the air. So let's see what happens.
Oh, okay, cool. I did that. So it's 1d8 plus 3. I just typed in 1d8. So that'll be
All right,
5 damage from the Yuan-Ti bow.
Well, hold on. You didn't
And now
roll
I'll do
for your
the-
ensnaring
Oh.
strike yet.
There is no roll.
Well, ensnaring strike is next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack. Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I understand. So you're stabbing it?
I need a hit with the Yuan-Ti bow. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to stab it.
Use the versatile bit. You use the versatile attack, and that will be the stabby.
That's not an option.
All right, just do this. Roll a d20, and I'll help do the math.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Oh, natural 20.
well,
all right, it's
how's
gonna hit, and it's
How's
gonna
a natty
crit.
20?
Yeah, it's gonna hit, and it's gonna crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do, okay. Whatever it's rolling, we'll just go with that. 15 damage. Cool. So you're going to do 15 points of damage, and vines are going to erupt from, let's say, the side of the ship, and they're going to encapsulate the Sky Serpent, who is now restrained. Because they stuck out of the side of the ship, though, it's basically hanging in a bag of vines off the side of the ship for the moment. And it's, struggling
but it's
against
not pulling on the ship because it was still flying, right? So it's not like that's
It's-
like a heavy weight pulling on it, right?
It's not a problem for the skyship. So, yeah, I like that. But at the moment, it's basically
Did
just
I cause more issues.
right. Maybe. Yeah, I like this. Okay, we'll do that. Cool.
Okie doke. That's the end of my turn.
Save for rereading the spell and discovering how I'm wrong. That's totally fine. Agnomeio, you are good. But let me describe this to you. So the Sky Serpent is currently hanging off the side of the ship in a bag of vines. I'm going to say he's probably about 10 feet below the balcony. And you would have advantage because he's essentially prone as far as this situation goes. If you were to hit him with a melee attack, you would have advantage. But you would have to reach down 10 feet to get to him.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run up right to the edge, and I'm going to pluck a lightning ball off of my sombrero.
Don't jump on his back.
No. I'm going to peg him right in the face with a lightning ball.
Nice.
So he has to do a dexterity saving throw DC 12. Or
Okay.
take 3d6 lightning damage.
I'm pretty sure restrained people automatically fail dexterity saving throws.
Oh, rad. Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
He's
I'll
taking
double check.
3d6 lightning damage.
All
A
right,
giant
go.
bolt of lightning just falls from the sky and blasts him in the face.
3d6. All right, go ahead and roll it because you might not do enough damage. Hey, you do exactly enough damage. He had 12 hit points left.
Oh, yeah! Combo!
So not only do you have, did you defeat the Sky Serpent, but because of the situation that he died in, I'm going to let the vines persist kind of indefinitely. And you now have this Sky Serpent hanging off the side of the ship, dead, and his whatever is harvestable if you decided to do so.
Oh, there's got to be valuable stuff
Oh, for
in that
sure.
body.
Oh my
Nothing
god,
else
take
you
it
can eat
all. Take his teeth, take his lightning face, everything he's got.
Yeah, we got to
Right,
haul him
his
aboard
scales,
and
everything.
start harvesting.
Sure.
We're gonna have a harvest, yeah.
All right, so you guys,
we also do have to worry about the evil gremlin living in the lower decks. But first,
First,
Well-
we feast.
Yeah, but
So just to kind of rehash. So the Sky Serpent, you guys pull him up onto the deck. He is splayed out there. He's still inside the bag. He's very much dead. The flying snakes that were dead, they've either kind of fallen off the side of the ship or they've been fried or whatever. They're mostly unusable. But the Sky Serpent here has a few things that you could get from it. However, Knobolas and Windrider, real quick. So Knobolas, since you're up on top of this this thing, is there anything that you wanted to do? Because you're like bleeding out at the moment.
Help!
Well, actually, so Windrider, I kind of forgot about this. Windrider actually has some healing ability. So
Bro, I gave you so much stuff. You gotta help me out.
he was very busy.
she was like, "Leave me alone,
Oh,
go
she,
away."
yes, sorry. Man,
Or
I'm the
she.
worst. I know I did the mistake. You didn't. All right, so she's going to give you 10 points of healing. And then she's actually going to do it again, just to kind of get you up a little bit more. Another 5.
Do it again and again.
Well, at the moment, she says, I got to get back to what I'm doing. So, you're looking
Can I,
much better at
kiss
this
her
point.
TaLin.
So here's what we're going to do. The Sky Serpent is harvestable. There are some cool things on it, but only 2 of you will be able to make a roll. It's going to be a nature or a medicine roll. So you could talk amongst yourselves about what you'd like, who would like to make the roll.
I've been rolling like
I
shit tonight,
have
guys.
two
I have a +1 for each of those, but I do still have my risky whiskey.
Wait, what do we have to? What's the attribute to roll for?
Medicine
Nature
or nature?
medicine?
Yeah, nature's.
I got a +3 in nature.
I have a +2 in nature.
Okay, and I got a +2 in medicine.
Medicine, I got zilcho. So one of you twos.
So me and Ed, maybe?
Nature.
Yeah, I think so.
Oop, not the best. 11.
I love
I'll
that
just
you.
finish my orange juice real quick.
Are we doing a
That's-
skill check?
that's
Is
fair.
that what we're doing, Bill?
I'll finish my own
yes.
juice.
So well, it's only 2 of you. So whoever decided
Yeah.
to do it. Okay, just making sure.
All right, let's try that again. Wow, even worse. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you used your risky whiskey for that. Oh, okay.
All right. So give me a couple minutes here. I just gotta consult my notes. But you guys, if there's anything that you
I'll
want
tell
to
you what I'm
discuss,
drinking.
or
How about that?
that
I
works.
actually just
Yeah.
switched to a Deanston. I'm working on. This is a cream sherry finish. I
Ooh.
have fell in love with Deanston. It's one of my favorite scotches. They have these really cool like different finishes. There's a cream sherry. I have a PX one as well, and they just do some really cool stuff. Like if you like a good heavily sherried influenced Highland, definitely recommend this one.
Nice.
You actually turned me
Do you
on
get
to
like a
Deanston.
waxy thing
Yeah.
from Deanston?
What was that,
Does
Adriana?
anybody get like Do you get like a waxy thing from Deanston?
I think so, but to me, it's not like a negative. It does have a bit of a heft to it. Like I think like mouthfeel wise, it feels very thick. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
I don't like for me like I mean I haven't had very much Deanston, but like it just gave me this waxy thing that
Oh,
I
interesting.
don't-
Yeah.
But also I'm much more like if it's not peated, I'm not interested. Like, when it comes
Well,
to scotch, so.
that's a
I tend to
texture
be
thing
that
that Deanston is known for, is that waxy like texture that it has. It's
Oh, okay.
Deanston's actually known for that. So
Like, yeah, it doesn't work for me. But I can see how like that being a unique thing that if
Yeah.
it does work for you, then like
And I'm usually pretty particular with
Yeah.
Highlands. Like I think I love a heavily sherried Highland is like my jam. Otherwise, I'm like you. Like I go towards the peated ones if I'm gonna go with Scotch. But I love a heavily sherried Scotch.
So thank you
There
I
guys.
don't know if I've had like a
occasions.
sherry finish. So
There's a few that I like that aren't heavily sherried or peated, but for the most part, I feel like if it's not one of those, they're usually not that interesting. You know, if it's
Ed
just
and I agree on something. What's happening? What is happening? I'm confused. This is weird.
Well, thank you guys for giving me a couple of minutes. So I found what I had, which is actually quite a bit, especially with the 15 that was rolled, which was Knobolas. You did a medicine check, so we're going to lean more heavily on the blood and venom rather than some of the other stuff. However, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that harvesting some of these scales is a good idea. And you guys are actually able to, let's see, what did you roll, Agnomeio? So you rolled an 11, but then you risky whiskeyed and rolled a 9. So you guys are able to get nine of these scales off of this thing.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
they're fairly large, and you get the feeling that Turf might be interested in those. However, with the 15, so this is kind of a cool thing. So you get some Sky Serpent venom, which is going to be used. Actually, Alaric, he finally makes it up to the deck, and he helps you in the extraction of the Sky Serpent venom, which is going to be something good for you potentially, Jason, to help envenomate your weapons. Anybody could use them, but they're a rogue thing. And additionally, with the 15, you get the Sky Serpent sound glands. Now, these are, let's see, these, these are a thing that you could basically use. They're not for battle. They could be used as an instrument. So you could essentially think bagpipes.
Oh.
Wait, who gets these?
I'm like
The group, yeah, the group. Basically,
Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew! Little bagpipes for Bartholomew!
there you go.
Give
So,
me Bartholomew.
with a small amount of work, you guys would be able to fashion this sound gland into a set of bagpipes for Bartholomew, if you'd like.
Great, the worst.
Adorable.
Fantastic. All right, so you guys have successfully killed the Sky Serpent and all of the little guys. You guys go back down below, kind of tell the crew what happened. In general, this is something that does happen, and it's part of the reason that they have defenses on the ship. Roland basically makes some comments about how he would have happily helped, but he didn't hear anybody calling for help. And let me know what you guys would like to do about the basement or the walls, or what would you like to do in our next game?
Well, I will inform everyone about the chute going down and the scritchy scratchy whatevers. And I guess I would ask also, does anybody know about where that chute leads? Was anybody aware of this creepy hole?
So that's a good question. I mean, I know where it goes. I'm trying to think of who else would. I guess Magnus would probably realize once you describe the location. Had you dropped down into that chute, you would have landed in one of the cells in the bottom of the ship. If you remember, on the port side, there were 4 cells that are used to, house anybody who's a problem.
Kinda.
The brig, exactly. You and your group would have landed in 1 or 2 of those cells. So probably a good thing you didn't drop down there.
Yeah, probably a good thing. Yeah.
Well, it's more it's the way it goes.
You, Is the whatchamacallit, the chalice, is that thing still missing?
Yes. So as far as you know, that's probably been taken by this creature.
Oh. Well, we need to freaking find it.
Also, could anybody else use like a long rest if we like all
I could
took
use
turns
one
and
for
slept in like the
sure.
hammocks in the same room so that we're all still like there's people taking guard and
Knobolas needs a long
anything?
rest.
So another option.
Yeah, so does TaLin.
Keep in mind that like spells and stuff come back on a long rest, but short rests are a thing too, and they only take about an hour. And I believe Knobolas, you actually get stuff back on short rests that others don't.
Wait, I get spells back? Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the deal with warlocks.
How much health do you get back?
So you can roll hit dice to regenerate your health. Like in your situation,
Spells are
my
overrated.
suggestion would be to do a short rest.
Yeah.
And there's
Spells
certainly
are
time to do
overrated
that if you'd
anyways,
like to.
So
I will definitely do a short rest.
I'll be doing that.
Yep, short rest.
So 6.
Booker's
Awesome.
watching my back while I take a short rest.
So because it's been a little while, if you'd like to do a short rest, which it seems like you guys are, you can roll as many hit dice as you want. You have a certain amount of them. I think you guys have like 10 at this point, in order to recoup your hit points.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't end up doing a ton of short rests on this stream just because of the way the game is. So I get that I think this is probably like the 3rd one that you guys have ever taken. I think the last one was in Helixia, so it's been a while. But yeah, feel free to roll your hit dice and regenerate your hit points if you'd like to.
All right. Agnomeio's feeling healthy again.
Nice.
Bit too healthy, if you ask me.
I was going to keep it at 69 health, but I'm going to go a little bit further.
I thought you had 64 total. Oh no, you have a lot more than that. I think somebody else, maybe
leveled up.
TaLin has 64.
Don't forget.
No? Alessio has 64? Yeah, Alessio has 64
what?
hit points total. TaLin, you're rolling
Oh,
like crap.
I thought you meant hit dice, and I was like, no.
No, you're rolling terribly.
Yeah, this is
There you go. Keep going. While you guys are doing that, we'll kind of go full screen again. So,
When do you get a new set of hit dice?
when you take a long rest.
Oh, really?
yeah,
we've had some. Okay.
On a long rest, you get all of your hit dice back. During a short rest, you can use as many as you want. Short rests take about an hour, so that's what we're doing here. You guys have basically, you go down to the galley, you're kind of patching yourselves up, and the rest of the crew is hanging around with you while you're telling them about the shoot and the fight and whatever else. One last question, and I'm okay with this, but you guys can send somebody from the crew to go hang out with Windrider? Who would you like to send up? And I'll go over to the living quarters. You want Alaric to hang up there?
Dumb and annoying.
I don't know if we want
he's
Alaric up
annoying.
there. He's not the most dependable, is he?
I wouldn't think he'd be very interested. I think he's probably taking some of this stuff that he's harvested from the Sky Serpent right immediately back down to his lab.
Okay. Well, as long as he's with somebody.
So your other options, just for realistic people, is Roland, Turf, Seraphina. That's probably it. Roland, Turf, or Seraphina.
Well, we'd get
Not
Roland out of
Felicity
our
or
hair.
Milo?
Or Milo. Milo is another option too.
What about Milo?
Okay. Milo's good.
Who's more useful, I guess?
Not Roland.
Roland's actually probably the best fighter among everybody. Milo has that big gun. Turf, you guys don't really know a lot about Turf, and then Seraphina is a magic user.
As annoying as Roland is, we should probably keep him around.
We'll leave Milo.
Milo.
Seraphina being a magic user is probably useful.
Yeah. So Milo and his big gun. Go keep TaLin.
That's probably useful up on the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if we need to be shooting big guns below decks.
All right, no problem. I'll go
On the bottom.
No worries. He picks up this huge gun and it's easily as big as he is. It's just kind of puts it over. He looks like one of the guys from Aliens 2 right at the beginning with like the Marines with the giant like just so
man.
exactly. So
The
and
Saga. Yeah.
he goes running up the stairs. All right, cool. So that'll be where we'll end the stream tonight. I just kind of wanted to get that all set up. So actually, sorry, that does leave that one last question of what are you guys doing next week? Are you going to investigate the basement? Is there other stuff you'd like to do?
Oh no,
No,
we
we
got
gotta investigate.
Do we feel like we should explore the walls more or back? My only thing is that y'all have like gone down to the basement multiple times.
Well, now we
Not
know.
got anything so much.
Now we know where the chute is, though. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think we need to find the chute.
Can Magnus give us the keys to the cell? Like, is the cell open for
Sure.
us to get to the chute, or?
Yep. He reaches on his belt and he jangles and he shows you which key. There's 4 separate keys and there's 4 separate cells. He tells you based off what you described, it's the 3rd cell once you walk inside.
All right.
Because right now we don't have any prisoners. So it's not like.
Correct.
concern.
Yep. There's no prisoners down there.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that'll help a lot. All right. Well, thank you very much for playing, and good job killing the Sky Serpent. I really wish I would have blasted you at least one more time with that big, massive 51 hit point thing.
You almost
Ray.
killed Knobolas.
I
Actually, you
know.
know what's funny? It's like I haven't almost died at all in this campaign. So,
I know.
like, I
I
was
know.
getting nervous.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Welcome
Actually,
to our life.
I love that TaLin ran up, exploded everybody, and then practically got
Again.
you killed. Yes, for the second time.
Good time.
I was
Good time.
hoping he could just
Good
hold
stuff.
on. Fine. Also,
I-
actually, can we hang a rope in the chute? Like before we head down, I don't know where we would start next go. But like that way, like if we do need to escape up the chute,
There
I
you
see.
go.
like there would already be a rope there.
Sure.
Or anything to help us go
Yeah,
up.
what if the chute leads to outside the bottom of the ship and you fall?
Yeah, I will make a note of that for sure. So you guys are gonna take 2 minutes, whatever, go back in the wall, secure a rope, and have it kind of drape down into where that chute goes. Cool.
Yep.
Rope down, chute. All right,
All right, guys, I gotta jump
Yeah.
off here, but I'll talk to you soon.
no problem.
right.
All right, thank you everybody for
night.
joining. Thank you everybody for super chats, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And cheers.
Cheers.